should take Mary. I know how well you get on with her. Or is she the reason you're leaving? Wait, she's not, is she?
Look, the thing is, there is no job. I just had to think of something to get us out of here.
It's a bit extreme, isn't it? I mean, what happens when Jude finds out?
Newcomer Victoria Ikeno cannot wait to get her teeth into one of the show's most exciting new storylines. Victoria plays Angie Appleton, the wife of Mary Taylor's son Jude. And her arrival in Weatherfield has been far from plain sailing. So far we've seen Mary, who was forced to give up Jude for adoption after she was assaulted, becoming increasingly overbearing towards her daughter-in-law. She has also been showing fanatical interest in grandson George. Victoria explains, "Everyone loves Mary, so I was worried that if Angie and Mary didn't get on it wouldn't go down well. But they are both very strong-willed and strongly opinionated women. They are both used to getting their own way." On Friday, Mary even hid George to prevent the family flying back to South Africa. Victoria says, "Angie and Jude are only coming back so he can form a relationship with his mum, and it's a big move for her to land in sleepy Weatherfield. Angie wants to please everybody, but she won't be taken for granted or bullied. She understands that it's been tough for Mary and she wants to recreate the relationship she didn't have with Jude with baby George. But there's potential for it to blow up between them. People will see a side to Mary that they haven't seen before and it will split the fans." Northerner Victoria is happy to have come home to Corrie after moving away from her hometown of Rawtenstall, Lancs, to work in London at the age of 18. Her family are all massive Corrie fans and she says, "My mum cried and screamed when I told her I was joining Corrie. It's such a big show for our family. We all watched it growing up. I used to put on Corrie shows and musicals when I was a child and I always wanted to be Bet Lynch behind the bar. It all happened really fast. I did the screen test and audition on one day and then 8 days later I found out I had the job. 3 weeks later I was on set filming. I auditioned with Patty Claire who plays Mary and at the end she hugged me. I am used to acting being quite dog-eat-dog, so I knew then I really wanted the job. I was most excited to meet Norris, played by Malcolm Hebden. He's such a character on screen and he was so hilarious. I started in June and there hasn't been a day yet he hasn't made me laugh." Producer Kate Oates has already given Victoria an exciting new storyline. She reveals, "I have a really good and quite gritty storyline coming up. It's not something that has been done a lot in soaps before, so it is a challenge. You associate Mary and Norris with comedy, but this is high drama and affects so many people." After moving to London, Victoria landed roles in the West End before appearing in E!'s hit series The Royals starring Elizabeth Hurley and Dame Joan Collins. She said, "I played the private secretary to the Queen whose alter ego is a dominatrix. There's a scene where I have the Prime Minister on all fours and I am whipping him. It's hilarious. Working with Elizabeth and Joan is incredible. I remember on my first day we were sat and I thought this is so surreal because I had Liz on one side and Joan on the other and they are sharing an anecdote about Elizabeth Taylor." Victoria also worked at one of London's most notorious nightclubs, The Box in Soho, which is famous for its risque live fetish shows, theatrical burlesque dancing and A-list crowd. Stars including Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, Rihanna and even Prince Harry have all been spotted at the venue. And more than likely, as the mistress of ceremonies, they would have heard Victoria sing as she welcomed them in. She said, "I'm not normally starstruck, but when the Revenant movie was in town some of the cast came in. I sung that evening and one of the actors gave me a thumbs up. It was a huge compliment. That particular actor is one of the greats, so that feedback was lovely. I don't work there anymore, but it was an exciting time." Now it's Victoria who is preparing to be the one being recognized. "The cast have told me that people shout at them in the supermarket and ask for selfies at the gym," says Victoria. "But I don't mind that. When you join a soap like Corey, you share your life with the viewers. Bring it on.